So hey guys, today's a new video, and before I start, let me just say that I'm sorry I haven't been posting a video yesterday, for about a day or two now. I actually have quite a few reasons. I won't go into them right now, but I will tell you about them at the end of the video. So I guess if you're interested in that, just stay posted until the end. But otherwise, so today's a new event. It's the Boruto Naruto event. So this is a very, very good event. Now, first of all, if you have 50k saved up, you are just one of those players that's been listening to me and listening when I tell you save up gold, then this is your perfect event, quite honestly. You're going to get most, if not all, of Naruto and Sasuke's items during this event. You don't actually have to get Naruto or Sasuke up to gold or even diamond. You just need to get their items. Now, I personally, if there is a triple gold recharge during this event, I will try to get to the complete form of Susano, consuming all the way up to that if I can. If I can't, oh well. But yeah, you can get a lot of stuff during this event. It's a very, very good event. So first of all, let's start off with the recharge and like the new cards. So as you can see, like I said, it's the Boruto Naruto. As you can see, this is the gold Boruto Uzumaki debut. It's the debut for Boruto, Sarada, um, Mitsuki, and the Mad Scientist. So all of these, when you have them gold, you're gonna get a new collection which is called Boruto Naruto. It's a very good collection. I'm personally gonna get it. So I mean, I will be trying to get it. Right now I have a bronze one of each of the respective cards: Boruto, Sarada, Mitsuki, and the Mad Scientist. Um, there's new trials, so I'll be going over how to take those on in a little bit. But before I get into that, don't forget that there is a Children's Day gift collection event today. So you can get 11 Children's Day gift. You have a chance to get gold, you have a chance to get rare ore, to get bloodline stones, stamina, silver coins, and all powerful scrolls from that. So don't forget to do your daily 11. Now the consumption event. Now before I go into real big detail, if you're gonna want gold Mitsuki, gold, all of the cards, all of the brand new cards, from like the Boruto movie, if you're gonna want all of those cards, then just recharge $100. You're gonna get all of the fragments. You're gonna get all of the items. You're gonna get basically everything that this event has to offer, more or less. Although I will say this stipulation, if you want to get Naruto's new item, which is called the Seventh Hokage's Cloak, it's gonna be very, very hard, and I'll explain why in a second. But just keep in mind that it's gonna be very, very hard, and you can only get it through one way. You can't get it through recharging. You can get gold Mitsuki, gold Boruto, gold Sarada, and the Mad Scientist through recharging. Just recharge $100 and you're gonna get all of their items and all of their card fragments to train them up to gold and some recharge coupons. Now, the thing is that as you can see here, Sarada fragments, Boruto's Maki's equipment exchange. So there's a lot of new items. Most of them are for Boruto. There is one new item for Naruto, which is called the Seventh Hokage's. The Seventh Hokage's. Let me find it here. Seventh Hokage's Cloak Tier 4. It's nearly impossible to get this unless you have some very, very powerful cards. As far as I know, not many people have it, but I'll show you how to get it in a minute. But it's gonna be very hard, quite honestly. I never really struggled, but keep in mind I struggled a little bit during one of my tries, because I basically got 10 of the certificates to get this. During one of my testing tries, I nearly died. If it wasn't for my Sasuke just going beast mode and dealing, I think it was a total of 30 million worth of damage, I would have probably lost. But either way, it's very hard to get the seventh Hokage's cloak. I'll show it to you in a second, but if you can, I would recommend you get it because the bonuses are amazing. I'll be testing it out later, but to get Boruto's vest, to get Scientific Ninja Tool, to get the Sharingan Tomo, to get the cloth sleeves, to get the Giant Snake cells, Konohana headband, new generation, to get practice cape, to get all of those items, what you need to do is get the what's it called? The Boruto, let's see, Boruto Uzumaki Equipment Exchange Certificate. Now you can get those through recharging, or you can get them through a trial. I'll show you which trial in a second. But if you do get the certificates, whether recharging or whether through the trial, the way that you get those items is going all the way to gift pack, scrolling all the way to the left or to the right, and you're gonna find all of them right here, as you can see here. Boruto Uzumaki Konohana headband, Boruto's vest, Seventh Hokage cloak, practice cape. Now the Seventh Hokage cloak requires its own special certificate, so you can't get through the Boruto Uzumaki's equipment certificate. But everything else you can get through the Uzumaki equipment. Now keep in mind that you can only get one at a time of each of the items. You can't get more than one. As you can see here, I actually have I have quite a few Seventh Hokage's cloak exchange certificates, and I can only get one. I exceeded the cap. No more purchasing. This is the actual item, as you can see here. Unfortunately, it does go in the cloak slot, which is, oak cloak, sage cloak, and such, whatever. But it's very powerful, honestly. 112k ninjutsu attack at tier 4, 34 extra k hits. It's very battle oriented. It also gives you a skill which is called Power of the Nine Tails. When after you have a chance to release it whenever the round ends, so you don't need to have a unique skill released. And what it does, it makes Naruto immune for any sort of like confuse and chaos. It makes him immune to most of them for one round. It increases his ninjutsu defense and taijutsu defense for 2 rounds. Now, as you can see here, it also gives you 25k attack and 39k stamina at level 37. Obviously, I'm going to upgrade this, but either way, that's a very good bonus. But yeah, it goes in the cloak slot, and yeah, it's very hard to get, quite honestly. Most people will not be able to get this, but hopefully you'll be able to. So, I still haven't gotten any of the items for Boruto, Mitsuki, or any of those guys because I'm gonna be waiting a little bit. You can get them free, but I'm gonna see if there's a triple gold recharge during this event, and I may just recharge $100 if there is a triple gold recharge to get a lot of gold. So yeah, if you recharge $100, you're gonna get every single one of these cards gold. That's just how it's gonna go, and you're gonna get all of the items except for the Seventh Hokage's cloak, which needs its own separate certificate. But if you can't recharge, or you can't, if you don't have any consumption, you do need a lot of stamina to get them to gold. What you do to get these cards, you have until the end of the event, which is in 2 days from now, starting today. So you go to this, and Konohana's new generation is where you get the fragments for the new cards, as you can see here. They are fairly difficult, so most of you won't be able to beat them, especially if it's just like that. They have a decent amount of HP, as you saw. I think they tanked right around 5 million worth of HP damage done, and then they died. So I mean, I'd say their HP is at around 7 million, more or less. But yeah. So as you can see here, you get this, which is called the Konoha's New Generation New Generation Fragments Pack, and you get 3 of each of the fragments: Boruto, Sarada, Mitsuki. You open it, and you can get a bunch of fragments, 3 of each, and as you can see here, these are the cards right over here. If I can find them, right here, the Mad Scientist, Mitsuki. As you can see, I have 127 fragments of each of the cards. You can train this up fairly easily, as you can see here. Sarada, Boruto. I have them bronze. I'm gonna get them silver tomorrow at the latest. So I mean, you can train them fairly easily. To get all of their fragments, all of their fragments for all of the cards to get them to gold, you need 7 cards. So you need right around 6k stamina in total of just doing this trial. If you're gonna do it for free, just keep on doing that trial over and over and over and over again. And by the end of it, you should have, if you've done a good 200 and something tries, you should have enough fragments to create 7 cards, 7 purple cards for each of the cards. So I mean, it's a very good trial, basically. Now Teacher's Pet, that's where you get the Boruto Uzumaki equipment exchange. It's not very hard. It's fairly easy for me at the very least. You just go up against Sasuke. You can't stun him, so I mean, that's gonna make it a lot easier for most people. But it's not a guaranteed drop. It's one in a couple of drops if I recall correctly. It's not 100% thing. As you can see, I didn't get any drops right here. So for the Konohana's new generation and for the teacher's pet, all you're gonna need is stamina. That's it. And obviously the ability to defeat the battle to defeat the enemy. But other than that, you're just gonna need stamina. Now for battle to the death, that's another different thing. Battle to the death, which is the other, what's it called? The other trial is actually quite hard. Because you need to use a certain team for it. As you can see, Boruto Uzumaki Equipment Exchange Certificate. So it seems like you get one every 5 tries. I believe the total that somebody said to get all of the items is right around 8k stamina for everything. So I mean that's nice, you know. But yeah, so we're gonna go over here, and so you need to have this specific team right over here. I'm gonna switch out everything here. Where's Boruto? Right there. There's Sarada, the mad scientist, and finally Mitsuki. So the team that you have to use by force is this: Mitsuki, the mad scientist, Boruto, Sarada. You need to use that team by force to defeat the to defeat the to defeat the trial. This trial right over here. This one, the battle to the death. You need to have each one of those 4 guys in total. They can be purple card, but you need all of them. I would recommend that you equip what's it called? Hang on, let me get the Boruto headband. Wait, which one's better? Let's see. Quickly go to sorry. Quickly go to let's see. So the Kage's cloak, Boruto's vest, 45k taijutsu defense, scientific tool. Okay, scientific tool is gonna go on Boruto. Then we're gonna get the Boruto. I'm actually gonna get all of the items, but right now I don't have that much stamina, so I need to prioritize basically. Konohana headband, Sharingan. There we go. Scientific tool. Equip that to Boruto because it gives him an extra little ability, which I think is nice. Oh, hey, it doesn't go to the... Where does it go then? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Sorry. You need to go over here. When you get the items, you need to go to your packages and then open them. As you can see, it's right over Scientific Tool Tier 3. All of these items are going to be Tier 3, by the way. So just keep that in mind, Scientific Tool. And here we go. So to get the extra bonuses, the real bonuses, well, what I consider the real bonuses for Boruto, you're gonna need to have what's it called? The tier 4. As you can see, it doesn't cost a lot, just 5 Will of Fire, which I mean is fairly easy for most people, I would think. And yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna get, like I said, all of their items to tier 4. I'm gonna get just about everything. Boruto and Sarada seem to be, as Boruto at the very least can use Shadow Clone, by the way. The Shadow Clone passive, once you get him to level 90, as you can see, he has the Bloodlines, he has the Nature, and the Wind Release, so that's going to be very good. And apparently Sarada, she can actually, she has Mangekyo Sharingan and Mangekyo, she can actually use Susanoo, so I mean, that's very, very good. But yeah, like I said, you need to take down, the battle to the death, and as you can see here, so yeah, this is the battle. You're gonna go up against this guy, and you're gonna go up against Naruto, and you're gonna go up against what's it called? Sasuke. So you get an instance key, and yeah, the battle for against the next guy is very, very intense. I'll show it to you, but keep in mind that he's a lot like Kaguya, so unless you conceal him, like my Naruto Hinata card, combo card can, it's gonna, as long as it doesn't trigger a backhand, you're gonna be able to seal him. But if you can't do that, then you can't seal him. Just watch. So see how this is, he can't do anything. He gets attacked by most, if not all of the, affected by all of the things. Like he's weakened, he has like a couple of shadow clones on him, he has debuffs, all of that thing. He has a Mataratsu on him. He's gonna get the second Hokage's barrier jutsu and such. Um, so as you can see, he has anemia, which is basically like the what's it called? The what's it called? Oh yeah, so if you have any other formation, you can attack the battle to the death. So you need Sarada, Boruto, and Mitsuki. But he has the anemia passive, which basically means that he's immune to all sorts of damage. Um, not damage, but immune to all status effects. So debuffs, weakening, any of that. If he releases anemia, he's gonna, or whatever it's called. If he releases his passive, he's basically like Kaguya, and he can one shot most of my cards. Which, keep in mind, most of my cards, they have a good 800k worth of HP, 1 million, 2 million worth of HP. So, I mean, if he can one shot my cards, he can probably one shot your cards. He basically kills the front row, and then after he kills the front row, he goes for the back row, basically. But yeah, he's very deadly, very hard to beat. I did it, but my cards are just completely overpowered. I think you saw my Naruto deal, what I believe was a 50 million worth of damage. Not quite sure, but yeah, it dealt a lot of damage, basically. So that's how you take down all of the trials. Honestly, I think Boruto is going to be very, very powerful, especially in the Ninja World War. He's a combination, or at least I believe he's a combination of Naruto and Sasuke. He gets the quick strength bonuses of the Shadow Clone passive with the Chidori effect of what's it called? Of Sasuke. So very strong bonuses. Bonuses, percentage bonuses with the Shadow Clone passive, and then apparently a very strong skill which deals massive ninjutsu damage to front row enemies and numbs the targets with a chance. So I mean, yeah, this the scientific ninja tool looks like it's gonna be a very good item for Boruto. So get it if you can. Yeah, I think that really covers all of the trials. How to beat them. I know it's very hard to beat them, especially if you're lower level. But what I would recommend to you, if you're very low level and you're barely starting out and you're willing to drop the cash, just recharge $100. You're gonna get all of the items except for the seventh Hokage's cloak. And honestly, the seventh Hokage's cloak is really powerful. But if you're not powerful enough to take those guys down, I mean, I made it look easy, but any other team would have had a lot of trouble, especially if you don't have the Naruto Hinata combination card. The reason that I had such an easy time with the Naruto Hinata combination card, that this right here, it ignores backhand. What that means, it ignores any sort of passive skills that might be triggered by attacks. It ignores any passives that makes them immune to debuffs. It ignores just about everything, and it allows you to attack the card in front of you and seal them. It seals passives. It seals actual cards. The equipment buffs. So I mean, yeah, this right here, this skill is very useful. The only other card that can do this, that ignores debuffs, that ignores the backhand, is what's it called? Gold Zetsu. But Gold Zetsu is a lot rarer. I mean, I think both of them are very pricey, but Gold Zetsu is a lot more common, I suppose. Even a bronze Zetsu will do, but you need to have like a bronze, silver, or gold Zetsu for the backhand to work. But even then, it doesn't seal passives. It just stuns and twines them for like 2 rounds, and that's about it. So I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a hard trial for most people. Like I said, it's fairly easy for me, but it's gonna be a hard trial for other people. Um, I'm gonna get these guys gold simply because of the collection. The collection, it seems like a very good collection. From what I can tell, and from what I've been told, this collection is gonna give you a good 600k worth of CP, honestly. And I could probably just close one of my weaker collections and put that one in, and I'm gonna get an even bigger CP boost. So I mean, these cards look like they're gonna deal a decent amount of damage. Honestly, their skills are very good. Yeah, it's just these cards are gonna be good. Trust me. If you can get them to gold and you can get all of their items, you're gonna be good. It's the scientific ninja tool. Looks like it's gonna have a lot of damage. Uh, yeah, all the Boruto items, all of the Sarada items. It seems like it favors them quite nicely. So I mean, don't worry. Just go at it. As you can see, 950 ninjutsu attacks. So by the time that you get to level 100, it's gonna give you a good 100k worth of ninjutsu attack for Boruto. Not to mention any bonuses that he gets. So I mean, yeah, these are cards are very very good basically. That's really all I can say. Apparently, Mitsuki can also use Orochimaru's Curseal passive, so that's very good. As you can see, he gets a Sage Art Snake. So I mean, this is all very very good. Sarada gets the ability to use the complete Susanoo. Mitsuki, which is Orochimaru's son, gets to use the Curse Heal, and Boruto gets to use Naruto Shadow Clone passive. Um, this guy's useless. Don't use him if you can. Basically, what he does is heal the enemy team, which is annoying as all fuck. So yeah, if you can, don't use him. I don't like him. He's useless basically, but he's useful for the collection. So I mean, make him gold and just like keep him on the side, like just a little. Yeah, whatever, you know. But I think that's about it for the video. So if you want to calculate exactly how much you need, how much stamina you need to get all of the cards to gold, because you get each of the cards fragments every time, 3 fragments every time you do the first trial, or the what's it called? Every time you do the what's it called? The Konoha new generation. Every time you do that, you get 3 fragments for each of the cards: Boruto, Sarada, Mitsuki, and the Mad Scientist. Teacher's Pet, you can get Boruto's items, the Boruto Uzumaki Exchange Certificate, which can get you all of the items um, for any of the cards, except for the 7th Hokage's Cloak. To get the 7th Hokage's Cloak, you have to be able to defeat the Will of Fire. And the Will of Fire is very hard, like I said. You only need to defeat it once, but you're probably going to need more than one try, especially if you're weaker. So that's why there's so many tries in Battle to the Death. For Battle to the Death, you need to have the formation only be Boruto, Sarada, Mitsuki, and the Mad Scientist. Those are the only cards that can be in your formation. Any other cards in your formation or anything less than that or more than that will not let you use try to beat the battle, to beat the dungeon. And yeah, so really that's about it when it comes to the trials and how to get everything for free. So to get, like I said, to get all of the cards, you need 99 fragments for each of the cards. You get 3 fragments for each of the cards every time you do a trial. So 99 times 7, that's 693. Divide that by 3 because you do get 3 fragments every single time you beat the trial. The Konoha leaf, new leaf generation or whatever. So you need 231 tries to get all of the fragments for the what's it called? To gold the new cards, Boruto, Mitsuki, Sarada, and what's his face? The Mad Scientist. So you need 231 tries times 25 because you need 25 stamina for every try that you do. And as you can see, you need 5,775 stamina to get those cards to gold. Right now I have them to bronze. Almost gonna get them to silver. So I mean, I'm halfway there. What I'm gonna do is more than likely just recharge during the last event, or whenever there's a double or triple gold recharge event during this event, and just buy stamina. If you need stamina, just buy it from the buy stamina chances, or just go to scrolls and then scroll all the way to the left and get the the stamina package. It gives you 120 stamina. You're gonna need quite a few packages, but I mean it's worth it if you're gonna get all these 4 cards diamond. These 4 cards gold. Honestly, these 4 cards if you have them in your team, I'm fairly sure you can get them to a good 3-4 million worth of CP. They're not weak cards. They're fairly powerful. That's all I'm trying to say. So that's about it for that part. So really I'm gonna do the daily Q&A. Don't worry about the noise. I've lowered everything all the way down. As you can see, there's no noise. Everything's on silent. Whoops. There we go, silent. So daily Q&A. We're gonna pause that and keep in mind that this event goes for 3 days. So if you can't get all of the tries during today, you can try it for more stamina tomorrow and then the day after that. Hey Lise, what's a good Ninja World War card that's free to get? I need to replace Kabuto. Possibly Boruto, quite honestly. Because of the Chidori ability from his Scientific Ninja tool, and because of his what's it called? Shadow Clone passive that you can equip to him. He can become very powerful as far as I can tell, honestly. But yeah, Panda Player says that nicely. Naruto, Obito, Sasuke, Naruto, Kakashi, Orochimaru, Tsunade, and Jiraiya. Hanzo's also good, but not as good, honestly. Somebody have Ninja Hayate line group. Can add me, name Syx. There you go. Bavik seems to be able to add you, so that's cool. Which is better, strongest father and son? If you're a new player, depends on what sort of damage that you want. If you want instant damage where you're gonna deal very fast damage very quickly, instantly during the first couple of rounds, then go with strongest father and son. If you want gradual damage, as in it'll build up, as in you'll start out with maybe 500k worth of damage, but by the end of the battle you'll be dealing possibly 7 million worth of damage, then go with Sasuke. If you're a new player, I would recommend to go with strongest father and son, simply because most of your battles will probably not last longer than 10 rounds. So you're going to want to go with strongest father and son because that just gives you the most amount of damage very quickly. Maddie explains it quite nicely here. Yeah. Is it worth spending 25k in this Boruto event, and how much stamina would you need to get all of Boruto kids to gold? So I already answered that. To get all of the cards to gold during this event, doing that one trial, the Konoha Leaf Ninja generation, new Leaf Ninja generation or whatever. You need 5,775 stamina. Now for spending 25k, I'm not quite sure whether it would be worth it. It might be, especially if you don't have any of the items for Sasuke. You're gonna get the two most important items. Quite honestly, you're gonna get his Sword of Kusanagi. You're gonna get his refining materials for the Sword of Kusanagi, and you're also gonna get the Mangekyo Itachi, which is very, very powerful, very, very good. And you're also gonna get the Demon Fox Cloak, which is very good. So if you have to, or if you want to, it's a good idea to do so. To consume 25k during this event, but to get the most bang for your buck, I would recommend consuming all the way up to 50k stamina, 50k gold. Quite honestly, if I had known this event was gonna come over when like now, I would not have spent any gold during the last event, or during the last Sasuke event. I would have just waited. But live and learn. But yeah, if you can spend 25k stamina, it definitely is worth it. I would recommend to do so. So yeah, let's see YouTube and back to YouTube. Scroll all the way down and help please. How can I upgrade Obito Reoccurring Eye to max? I need Reoccurring Eye and something named Tento Seal, I think, and I don't know how to get it. So Fire Red, to get the Tento Seal, I'm gonna have to close this because I keep on clicking on it. To get the Tento Seal, you just go to chapter 20 and Moon Eye Plan and just do that trial until you get it as a drop. It's not a very common drop, so I mean, just be wary of that. It's a fairly easy trial, but it may take you some time to get all the way up there. I got Gold Nuts and got an extra 300k attack, and Ninjutsu World War dropped me 3 levels below yesterday. So the debuff is um fucking is meh to say the least, I guess. Yeah, the taijutsu doesn't really work in the Ninja World War. The only card that can actually do damage with taijutsu in the Ninja World War is Might Guy, and that's about it. Nobody else. Hi Luis, how do you get Orochimaru fragments? Do I need to play events? How to make him strong because I don't have special equipment? Maybe keep Kabuto and Sasuke information with him. I'm still playing for Hanzo, and every 40 rounds I get 2 fragments of him. Is there an easier way? Which free cards should I get except Obito Kakashi in Team 7? Give me as much as possible, give me A's more as it is possible cards. Keep it up, please. I guess. Thank you. So Nicola, I would recommend you try to get these cards, the Boruto cards, quite honestly, they're fairly cheap, believe it or not, especially if you have the ability to recharge. Just go ahead and recharge 3,100 gold. You're gonna get 4 gold cards, 3 of which are fairly decent. You're gonna get items for those 4 gold cards. So I mean, it's a very good event for you for starting players. If you want a new account and quite honestly, this is one of the best events. So just a recommendation, especially if you're in the new server. I would recommend you recharge during this event because once again, these cards are very good. For a new player. And how do you get Orochimaru? Really just consumption or recharging. Unfortunately, you have to choose a certain event when there's consumption for Orochimaru and just consume because that's really the only way. It's gonna take you a long time, uh, unless you recharge during his actual event. But more often than not, you can get fragments for Orochimaru every couple of days from here, from the gift. You just need to consume. That's the only real drawback. Um, as for the drop rate for Hanzo, unfortunately, that's just him. You can't do anything other than recharging during his event to make it faster. So I can't really help you there, but I hope I answered your questions appropriately. J6, when do you think the next Naruto event will be? Technically, this is a Naruto event. It's Naruto slash Sasuke event because you get all of Sasuke's items, you get all of Naruto's items during this event. So I mean, technically, it could be said that it's today, but for an actual Naruto event where Naruto is the main focus, I'm not quite sure honestly. What should I get? Strongest father and son or Indara Sasuke? Bavik says it nicely if you're newer. Strongest father and son if you're an experienced player and you know you can last 30 rounds or longer. Well, the full 30 rounds for the entire battle. Then go with Indara Sasuke. Also, how do you get the Demon Fox Cloak passive? I'm pretty sure it's 55k consumption for the Shadow Clone passive. It's usually 45k. It's rather cheap during this event, so you can get the Demon Fox Cloak for 25k and the Shadow Clone for 50k, I believe. No, 45k. So that's good. What's the best start for 20-1? Sorry, excuse me. 20-1. Um Reincarnate Obito. He should be able to stun quite a few of the Narutos. Suza Kakashi should be able to stun the entire front row. So I mean that would probably be best for you if you can. Let's see. More and here we go. Is Kindness Kushina really 1.4 billion HP and 14 billion attack? It's a bug. Izarith, it's a bug. Um, I wish it was, but it's really just a bug. Hi, nice video. This really helps me. How do I get a mini Kazumi Naruto thoughts and Kushina thoughts for my Naruto? Panda Player says nicely here, Alberto. 20-5. You can get both of them. Just be patient with the drop rate. Uh, one day I'll catch up to you. One day, Okage. Uh, oh, I hope, man. Maybe you can catch me. The more competition, the funner this game is. As much as I like to bag on people for attacking me in the arena or whatever, it's fun because it makes me change up my formation, try to see what's the weakest formation I can take you down with, basically. If you don't have double passes for Naruto, which should you use? Multi Shadow Clone or Demon Fox Cloak? Only have 25k, which gives me the cloak along with Eternal. Edwin, if you can, I'd recommend you go ahead and do so. The multi shadow clone is useful, but quite honestly, the Eternal Mangekyo will do more damage if you equip it to Sasuke with the Indara arrow skill activated over time basically. Where do you get certificates of Akatsuki skin? It doesn't exist. Everything dubstep, unfortunately. Hopefully they'll release it soon, but right now it's not in the actual game. How do you get the Chinese version Android? Honestly, um, I don't quite know, Cameron. There's some advice from Six, but I don't know. Taryn Thompson, I need some help on 14-14. My team is Sage, Kabuto, Mangekyo, Sasuke, Blast Dance, Obito, Slug, Sakura, and Haku. I don't spend, so I don't know what I should do. Um, shit. If you can get the Eternal Mangekyo for Sasuke during this event, you should really have no trouble with any of the dungeons for quite some time, up until like chapter 21, possibly chapter 22. But in the meantime, try to upgrade your Sage Kabuto. Put in your Sage Kabuto first, and then if that doesn't work, honestly, go ahead and get Curse Wrath level 5 on each of your cards. That should help you out too. Another thing, just try to upgrade your items to get more damage, because it seems like your problem isn't so much the fact that you can't beat it. It's more of you need more damage, and that's really about it. Your formation seems solid. It's just that you seem to need more damage, Terran. Really. What does tenacity do? Also, I thought Android users couldn't recharge, but Luis plays on Android, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we can recharge. It's just that um, some people can't. I respect. Honestly, if you really can't recharge through the game, just go to the internet and put in this address right here, which is the pay.gfunfund.com, and it'll take you to a site where you can recharge. I would recommend using PayPal, because that's what I use. But yeah, that's how I recharge every once in a while, especially for the $200 packages. Let's see. Let's go lower. And let's see. Hi Luis, the new generation event is out. I want to put money on this event. However, I can't beat the first trial. I was wondering if I can get Bronze Boruto, Bronze Mitsuki. Do you think I got a chance? If you recharge $100, Alexander, you're gonna get all of the items for Boruto and his friends and the mad scientist. So just recharge $100 essentially. I know it's very steep for most people, but honestly, you get 4 gold cards, a new collection, a lot of new items, and yeah. So I'd recommend it if you can. Luis, if you perfect seal Ninetales in Naruto, does he get a skill? If he does, what does it do? He gets a bloodlines. And yeah, you get his skills from his events, basically. That's why I have the Ninetales perfectly sealed into Naruto, because I have his bloodline at hand. What's the best for 21-1? I think I answered this one already. Visit the website. I think that would give you some information. I would click that, but honestly, I'm not quite sure where it goes, and I'm afraid, basically, I'm not gonna click that, Jason. Later after I finish the video, I will. But right now, I don't think it would be a good idea because I'm recording, and I don't particularly want to redo a 2-hour video. Well, not a 2-hour video, more like an hour video. Just because it showed some inappropriate content for YouTube. Help 19-12, please have Kamui Kakashi, not space. Ryukurna, Obito, Sage, Naruto almost have Gold Naruto, Katsuki, Sasuke, Slug, Sakura, um, Bronze, Hinata, 19-12. Let's see which one that is. 19-2 apparently. Hang on, is it 19-12? Okay, yeah, 19-12. Um, let's see. What was your team again? Put in Hinata first. Hopefully that will seal up the Asura path. Then go ahead and put in put in Kamui Kakashi. Then Ryukurna Obito. Then Sage then Slug Sakura. Then Gold Naruto, Sage Naruto, and then finally Akatsuki Sasuke. Honestly, if you can get the strongest father and son skin on Sage Naruto, it'll make him much stronger. But really, that's the best formation I can think off of the top of my head for that. I do not know if it's authentic by the same characters, but it looks like it might be the combo cards, but only for one character. And instead of being silver, it goes to gold. And there's also Boruto Mitsuki Sara in the game, as well of 7 ninja swords. Oh, the Japanese version. It's probably the Chinese version. Why don't you use Kuruma in battle? Still leveling up. Saw other people using it, and I imagine Kuruma is stronger than Yuki. Kuruma is technically stronger than Yuki. Scott. Thing is that Yuki, which is the Eight Tails for those of you who don't know, Yuki gives you what do you call it? Crit. Now crit's very important in this game. It what allows you to deal critical damage, which is double damage. So I mean, maybe it doesn't. Sorry. Oh shit. How long have I been holding it there? Hopefully I haven't been covering up the microphone. I just realized. Oh dear God, it's gonna be such a bitch if I did cover up the microphone. But anyways, Gyuki, what he does gives you critical, does double damage. So if I deal 18 million instead of 18 million during a critical hit, I'm gonna be dealing 32 million. Is it 32 million? No, 36 million. So I mean, yeah, I would rather go with crit than extra CP. And besides, I have Kuruma perfectly sealed into Naruto, so that gives me a good 100k worth of CP. That's why I have that there. Oh dear God, I really hope it doesn't fucking just stop it. Are there any tips on how to beat 17-6? Because been stuck on it for a while. Stun him with, Obito Ryukurna and then smash him down. And have insane char. Just try to seal him constantly. What you could do is have Hinata go first with her purple card form. Put a Curse of Wrath level 5 on her. Then have Ryukurna Obito go, which will stun Itachi for 3 rounds. Then have Neji Hyuga go, with a Curse of Wrath level 3, which should make it so every two turns after Hinata goes, he can use his unique skill, which has the ability to seal. So I mean, yeah, you just want to seal Itachi constantly. On the Chinese server are Neji Diamond, Ino Diamond, Kankura Diamond, Tamari Diamond. Maybe that little list will help you later. Yeah, I'm actually saving up quite a few Nejis, as you can see here. If I scroll to my left, I have 1010s, I have Nejis. They're all being saved up, so I can have like seven purple card Nejis, 7 purple card 1010s saved up for when they come out and get them to gold or diamond. If you search up Lee's Son on App Store, you find the Japanese version of Ninja Hayate. I know it works for iOS, not sure for Android, and there are new cards. Thank you, Rafael. How do I get reanimated container Madara? Only during Madara's events, unfortunately. Usually you have to recharge, more often than not, Dream Eater. Cameron Curly. Also avoid the pain summoning beasts. They're not too bad, but worth avoiding. But yeah, puppets. Puppets are the ones that I'm afraid of, Cameron, honestly. I've taken down the summoning beast at stage like 77. It's the puppets that I'm terrified of because if I get the puppets, the mask, and the other puppets, and those are my only options after stage 60, I'm fucked. My Ninja World War just kind of ends there because I can't deal that much damage. How do you get this app on Android? It's called Kindle Legend. You just go to the store. It might not be there anymore, so you're gonna have to look for a link. I'll look up on my Facebook group and hopefully I can put a link in the description. But other than that, I don't know. Sorry. Which is better, Azura Naruto or Strongest Father and Son Naruto? Strongest Father and Son is better. Trust me, Dream Eater. Hey Luis, what would you recommend? Sasuke skin or Naruto skin for 15k gold? Which one is better and why? Thanks, Luis. Keep it up. I think this is like the fourth time I've answered this question. Nothing wrong with it, Omar. It's just that it gets repetitive sometimes. Um, Naruto skin is better for damage right off the bat. So if you want to deal 6 million damage constantly throughout the battle, Naruto's strongest father and son skin is your best skin to get. But if you want to deal gradual damage, gradually stronger damage throughout the battle, since when you start out with maybe 1 million worth of damage, and by the end of the battle you end up dealing 7 million worth of damage, then go with Sasuke. Um, Depends. If you're a new player, I would recommend Strongest Father and Son Naruto. Simply because since you're new, you probably won't go too far in rounds. Maybe you'll go to round 10, 20 possibly. But yeah, you're not gonna get too far when it comes to rounds. And Strongest Father and Son Naruto is best for that. Panda Player says it nicely here. The Alpha. What's the best passive for Rock Lee and how do you get them? His best passive is the Konoha Shippu. I know some people hate it when I say Konohana. Sorry. Um, it's this skill right over here if I can find it quickly. Oops, wrong one. Jinjuriki, nope, nope. Let's see. Gate of Death, nope. Here we go. It's Konohashipu. Basically deals taijutsu damage to a random enemy and then does 50% of that damage to other 3 enemies randomly. So I mean, it's a nice skill. For Rock Lee, that's really his best and only skill. Other than that, you can put on him the Gate of Life. Excuse me. Which is not particularly good, but I mean, if you're a new player and you have nothing else, it's something. And one more question. How do I beat Dungeon 16-6? Got Gold Naruto, Sasuke Uchiha, 100 Sakura, Copper Hinata, Minato, and Tsunade. I'm really struggling. You're gonna want to switch out Tsunade for somebody else, somebody who can seal. I would recommend Kabuto, Neji, and then put a Curse of Wrath level 5 on Hinata, a Curse of Wrath level 3 on Neji, and no Curse of Wrath on Kabuto, and hopefully that will just let you stun lock, no, silence lock Itachi constantly. So that's about it for this video. Really just gonna tell you guys why I didn't particularly make a video yesterday. Um, it's mostly because so the day on Saturday I didn't make a video. Um, right off the bat because I was just busy. I had to go to work and such. Um, Sunday I had to go to work once again, and then Monday the next door neighbors had some problems, and honestly like the SWAT team came and we basically had to evacuate the house, so I couldn't do anything. I slept at a friend's house, and yeah, it wasn't that bad, but it was just hectic. So that's about it for this video. Leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you don't. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video. Bye.